Welcome to lecture number 5. अभी तक हमने we have studied IFRS, we have done GAAP. As you know, GAAP stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. और GAAP जो है basically it is an American standard जो within US से implement है और जितनी companies हैं USA में वो GAAP को follow करती हैं. अब जो GAAP को जो अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड सेटिंग बॉडी है जो गैप को यूएसए में डील करती है उसका नाम है FASB फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड और जो मेन गवर्नमेंट का इदारा है इट इज कॉल्ड सिक्योरिटीज एंड एक्सचेंज कमीशन. ये बेसिकली इट इज एन एजेंसी ऑफ द यूएस गवर्नमेंट और ये तमाम फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स और अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बॉडीज को यूएसए में ओवरसी करती है. बिल्कुल जैसे पाकिस्तान में आपके पास SECP है, सिक्योरिटीज एंड एक्सचेंज कमीशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान, जिसने आगे ICAP को डेलीगेट किया है. इसी तरह जो यूएस में है दैट इज कॉल्ड सिक्योरिटीज एंड एक्सचेंज कमीशन. एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, यूएसए के अलावा बहुत सी ऐसी कंट्रीज हैं इंक्लूडिंग पाकिस्तान जिसमें जो इंटरनेशनल अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड है उसके कॉन्सेप्चुअल वर्क को फॉलो किया जाता है. और IASB जो है इट यूजेस IFRS and IAS which was the older form of IFRS. ना अब गैप और IFRS को एक दूसरे से सिंक्रोनाइज करने की नॉन स्टॉप कोशिश की जाती है. उसमें बहुत से नए रूल्स वगैरह आए हैं, बहुत से तरीकों से इन्होंने हार्मोनाइज करने का ट्राई किया है इन दोनों कॉन्सेप्चुअल फ्रेमवर्क्स को. तो वो हार्मोनाइजेशन वी विल डिस्कस ऑन MS Teams. अब इस लेक्चर में व्हाट वी विल डू, we will deal with the factors which define the quality of the financial reports, and in lecture 5 and lecture 6 we will also discuss different accounting principles जो बैकबोन बनते हैं आपकी पूरी फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग के. Now one important accounting principle is the cost principle जो आपने जगह पढ़ा होगा. Normally जब आप introduction to financial accounting अगर आपने पढ़ी होगी, whenever you buy an asset so you record that asset at its cost value. For example, if Best Buy purchases land for 30,000, the company initially reports it in the accounting records at 30,000 और उसको वो फिगर वहीं आगे जाके यूज किया जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल हम कहते हैं कि नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर में द प्राइस हैज इंक्रीज टू 40,000, so which value will Best Buy use? It will, under the cost principle, it will continue to report the land at 30,000. So this is what you call the cost principle. It is also known as historical cost principle. Now, critics contend the cost principle is misleading. They argue that market value, the value determined by the market at any particular time, is more useful to financial decision makers than its cost. Those who favor the cost principle counter that cost is the best measure. The reason cost can be easily verified, whereas market value is often subjective. It depends on who you ask. अब इसमें दो स्कूल ऑफ थॉट्स हैं. एक स्कूल ऑफ थॉट ये कहता है कि कॉस्ट प्रिंसिपल इज द बेस्ट वे टू गिव वैल्यू टू योर एसेट्स बिकॉज वो एक वैल्यू है विच कैन नॉट बी डिस्प्यूटेड. जिस कॉस्ट पे आपने एसेट खरीदा था, सिंस यू हैव ऑलरेडी पेड दैट कॉस्ट, so that is a very true measure of the value of the assets. जो दूसरा स्कूल ऑफ थॉट है वो ये कहता है कि चूंकि एसेट्स की वैल्यू चेंज होती है विद टाइम, तो दी एसेट शुड बी वैल्यूड एट इट्स मार्केट प्राइस, नॉट एट इट्स कॉस्ट प्राइस. तो ये जो कॉस्ट से रिलेटेड कॉन्सेप्ट है ये हम आगे जाके भी फर्दर करेंगे. इसमें जो है और भी काफ़ी मेथड्स हैं. हाउ डू यू गिव कॉस्ट टू योर एसेट्स? तो ऑल दोस मेथड्स वी विल discuss in the coming lectures. Now, what is the qualitative characteristics of financial statements? Qualitative characteristics are the attributes that make the information provided in financial statements useful to users. The four principal qualitative characteristics are understandability, then you have the relevance, and then you have reliability, and then you have comparability. Now, what is reliability? What is reliable? To be useful, information must also be reliable. Information has the quality of reliability when it is free from material error and bias and can be dependent upon by users to represent faithfully that which it either purports to represent or could reasonably be expected to represent. Information may be relevant but so unreliable in nature or representation that its recognition may be potentially misleading. इसकी example है, if the validity and amount of a claim for damages under a legal action are disputed, it may be inappropriate for the entity to recognize the full amount of the claim in the balance sheet, although it may be appropriate to disclose the amount and circumstances of the claim. इसका मतलब है कि जो इंफॉर्मेशन आप शेयर कर रहे हैं, it should be completely reliable. And how it can be completely reliable? When there is no material misstatement in it, there is no bias involved, and users can completely depend on it to make their economic decisions. Now, what is relevance? To be useful, information must be relevant to the decision-making needs of users. Information has the quality of relevance when it influences economic decisions of users by helping them evaluate past, present, or future events, or confirming or correcting their past evaluations. The predictive and confirmatory role of information are interrelated. For example, information about the current level and structure of asset holdings has value to users when they endeavor to predict the ability of entity to take advantage of opportunities and its ability to react to adverse situation. अब इसकी रेलेवेंस की एक बड़ी सिंपल एग्जांपल ये हो सकती है कि एक कंपनी जो है वो बेसिकली इट इज ट्राइंग टू अट्रैक्ट इन्वेस्टर्स इनटू द मार्केट। तो उसके लिए ये ज़रूरी है कि कंपनी की जो फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स हैं, वो फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स इट शुड those financial statements should clearly underline the profit making capability of the company. अगर तो कंपनी प्रॉफिट बना रही है तभी obviously investors will be willing to invest in it. So for that purpose the financial statement should be relevant to the query and it should be relevant to the requirement of the user. Now, what is understandability? An essential quality of the information provided in financial statements is that it is readily understandable by users. For this purpose, users are assumed to have a reasonable knowledge of business and economic activities and accounting and a willingness to study the information with reasonable diligence. However, information about complex matters that should be included in the financial statements because of its relevance to the economic decision-making needs of users should not be excluded merely on the grounds that it may be too difficult for certain users to understand. For example, you have to clearly define in your financial statements आपकी जो obligations हैं, आपके जो accounts payable हैं, आपके जो bank loans हैं, so all those liabilities you have to define clearly in your reports so that any user with a reasonable level of knowledge should be able to pinpoint this. That is what you call understandability. Now, what is comparability? Users must be able to compare the financial statements of an entity through time in order to identify trends in its financial position and performance. Users must also be able to compare the financial statements of different entities in order to evaluate their relative financial position. इसमें यह है कि फॉर एग्जांपल आपकी फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट्स ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि आप प्रीवियस फाइनेंशियल ईयर से इजीली कंपेयर हो सके कि कंपनी की बैलेंस शीट जो है वो प्रीवियस ईयर में क्या थी, करंट ईयर में क्या है. तो यू शुड बी एबल टू कंपेयर दैट फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट with other financial reports of other periods. Materiality. अच्छा, अब this is a very important concept. Information is material if its omission or misstatement could influence the economic decisions of users taken on the basis of financial statement. For example, आपकी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट में आप आपका जो है अकाउंट पेबल उनका बहुत ज्यादा हाई है रेशियो, बट इफ यू डू नॉट मेंशन इट in your financial statement, so that is a material misstatement. आपने ऐसी omission या misstatement की है जिससे जो decision makers हैं उनका decision influence हो सकता है, so that is called material information. Materiality depends on the size of the item or error judged in particular circumstances of its omission or misstatement. Thus, materiality provides a threshold or cutoff point rather than being a primary qualitative characteristics which information must have if it is to be useful. Neutrality. To be reliable, the information contained in financial statements must be neutral, that is, free from bias. Financial statements are not neutral if by selection or presentation of information they influence the making of a decision or judgment in order to achieve a predetermined result or outcome. Neutrality means कि आपकी information जो आप financial statements में दे रहे हैं, there should be no bias in it. For example, अगर एक company को loss हुआ है, it should take a neutral stand and clearly mention the loss that it has incurred in the financial period. If somehow the company tries to hide its loss, so then its approach will not be neutral. Prudence concept आपने पढ़ा होगा. The preparers of financial statements do, however, have to contend with the uncertainties that inevitably surround many events and circumstances, such as collectability of doubtful receivables, the probable useful life of plant and equipment, and number of warranty claims. Prudence is the inclusion of a degree of caution in the exercise of the judgments needed in making the estimates required under conditions of uncertainty, such that assets or income are not overstated and liabilities or expenses are not understated. Prudence concept ये है कि you should never try to overstate your assets or your income in your financial report, and you should never try to understate your liabilities or expenses. The prudence concept ये है कि you should always try to give the most suitable and fair view of your financial report. That is called the prudence concept. Completeness. To be reliable, the information in financial statements must be complete within the bounds of materiality and cost. An omission can cause information to be false or misleading and thus unreliable and deficient in terms of its relevance. Completeness means that you should give all the information that is at your disposal, and if you believe that that information should be shared with the user. So the information and the picture that you give in the financial statement should be absolutely complete. Faithful representation. To be reliable, information must represent faithfully the transactions and other events it either perpetrates to represent or could reasonably be expected to represent. Thus, for example, a balance sheet should represent faithfully the transactions and other events that result in asset, liability, and equity of the entity at the reporting date, which meet the recognition criteria. The recognition criteria we will study in the next lecture. Now, substance over form. If information is to represent faithfully the transactions and other events that it purports to represent, it is necessary that they are accounted for and presented in accordance with their substance and economic reality and not merely their legal form. The substance of transactions or other events is not always consistent with that which is apparent from their legal or contrived form. इसकी example है, an entity may dispose of an asset to another party in such a way that the documentation purports to pass legal ownership to that party. Nevertheless, agreements may exist that ensure that the entity continues to enjoy the future economic benefits embodied in the asset. In such circumstances, the reporting of a sale would not represent faithfully the transaction entered into, if indeed there was a transaction. So, whenever you are preparing your financial reports, you should always state your transactions and you should always state your financial information in such a way that it should clearly define the essence and the substance of the transaction rather the form. So this is end of lecture number 5. We will discuss these topics again on MS Teams.